folks. Give it up for Linnea, everybody. And all the comedians you've seen tonight. We've had a good show so far, huh? This is fantastic. You guys are, wow, you guys are a really hot crowd. I gotta tell you, I've been watching you guys from the back, and now that I can see you from the front, you're really hot. I don't just mean that you're like real responsive. I mean that you're physically attractive. I have a boner right now. I don't know what to do with that. It's making it really awkward, especially my front row. We got some really beefy-looking dudes right here. Where are you from, man? Seriously, where are you? Don't say Idaho. What's up? Texas, of course, man. They grow them big in Texas. Hell yeah. I ain't gay or nothing, man, but I do you. You're so big. It'd be more appropriate for you to do me. I mean, I'm just saying, like, and I'm like I said, I'm not expressing a desire or anything. All I'm saying is that, you know, you're a big guy, and that if I were to find myself in prison, you know, for like some reason, yeah, I don't know, you know, and they show me to my cell, and I see you in there, I'd be like, okay, go ahead, you know. I'm not going to lose my teeth. Folks, there are worse things that happen in prison. What? So that's my opener. How you guys doing? That was my introduction. No, I got thrown. There's hot people in the front row. Usually comedy fans kind of look like me, and that was weird. I know what you're thinking, too. You're looking at me. He's like, this guy looks like he could be the really big Lebowski. And it's like they took the Lebowski character and the John Goodman character and just morphed them together. I feel like that might be the case. No, it's great to be here in Idaho, Boise. I love this city, and I like the city. I like to describe it too. Like here's how I describe it to people that have never been here. Imagine, okay, if you've never been to Portland, right? If you've never been to Portland, think about what Portland's like. All right. That's Boise. Like that your imaginary image, not the real Portland. The real Portland sucks. But the ideal version of Portland is Boise. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It means you guys wear tight pants and you're lumberjacks. I don't know what that means. I got it completely wrong. You do potatoes, apparently. Which is weird because I've been all over the Stamp State and I have not seen one single potato farm. Not a single one. I've been from Nampa to Meridian and not a single potato tree. I haven't seen nothing, man. I haven't seen anything. I just don't get it. I think you're making it up about the potatoes, man. It's like, you know, your tourism board is like, well, you know, the whole raisin thing did really well for California. Let's see, Florida's got oranges. What do we got? Potatoes, nature's blandest fruit. So it's like, well, it kind of goes with the fact that, you know, we got a bunch of white people in Idaho. So, I'm white. You haven't noticed that. Really, you say, oh, because there's white people here? Are we an anti-white crowd? That's weird. I don't know. So I should go, hey, folks, can I tell you a little bit about myself? Can I share with you? A lot of comedians do that. They've been sharing some deep things. I'll do the same thing. I was recently having breakfast, folks, and I noticed right there in the container of cookie dough, were the words, I'm glad a couple of you recognize cookie dough as a joke. The rest of these people are like, yeah, that's about right. Which is not as bad as last week. Somebody actually shouted out, we were thinking that when you got on stage. This guy eats cookie dough for breakfast. I was like, shut up, Grandma. Those tickets were free, man. And besides, with that cancer, we don't have much time left. You know, I want it to be quality time, is what I'm saying. I'm kidding, she's dead. But right there in the container of cookie dough were the words, please do not consume raw cookie dough. I'm like, do you skinny people know another way to eat cookie dough that I'm unaware of? Folks, you take a bucket of dough, a spoon, some depression, that's a meal. I didn't think it was weird because it was my girlfriend's handwriting. That was kind of odd. It went on. It said, P.S. I'm leaving you. I'm like, yeah, right? Like, how's cookie dough going to leave me? You know? It's locked in the fridge, man. If it didn't leave me, I could get more. I got a Costco card. That's a dumb joke, folks. I need to quit telling that. I don't have a girlfriend. So ladies, we have any single ladies in the room? Really? None? If you identify yourself, it doesn't mean you have to bang me. job will suffice. It's a no single 100 people in here, sold out show, not a single woman. This is why every male comedian you're going to see tonight is going to complain about being single and not getting laid. This is the reason. It's tough. I do comedy for a living. I tour all over the country doing comedy, and I spent a lot of time in different parts of the country. I really like traveling. I was in Florida, and I like Florida a lot. I live in California. Florida kind of reminds me of that, right? It's you got the palm trees and the beaches and stuff, but for some reason they refer to their Mexicans as Cubans. I don't know why that's the case. They got to be different. I don't know. When I was in Florida, I did something kind of cool. For the first time, I went swimming with manatees. I took a little trip. You guys see manatees, the sea cows? I went swimming with them. And here's the thing. It was my first time doing it. And the thing is that they're giant animals. They are big. They're like 1,000 pounds on average. And I get into the water, and like 6 or 7 of them just swarm all around me, making friends. Which I was like, oh, they love me, they love me. Later on, I realized, in a wetsuit, I kind of look like a manatee. So I was a little offended by that. I was like, even in the water, I'm getting punked by animals. But it was my first time wearing a wetsuit. That was kind of weird. I was surprised they even had one in my size, but they did. But I never wore one before. I always assumed they were just for insulation. Like they keep you warm in the water, right? Turns out they actually keep water out of your suit. And they also keep water in your suit. Right? I found this out the hard way. Because I'm the kind of guy, folks, when I hit the water, I just feel the urge, It's a PG-13 show, so I'm trying to keep it light, but I pee in the pool. You got that? I'm the kind of guy that'll take a pee in the pool and invite my brother over and say, hey man, it's warm in this side. You know what I mean? So I get into that manatee-infested water in Florida in this wetsuit, and suddenly nature takes its thing, and I just let one go, and I'm just, oh, this is so good. And I assume it's just going out into the water, wherever it might be, No such luck. It's stuck to my body. And I didn't know that until I got out of the thing back in the boat, and I've got a big pee bubble right in the front of my wetsuit. It was the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I'm just like, oh, what's that? Nobody else has a pee bubble on their suit. I like to point this out. The tour guide is like, there's always one. Linnea introduced me as Dr. Brian King. I do like to point that out. I am a Dr. Brian King. I'm legit. Oh, thank you. I got one person that cares. You guys are so apathetic. I'm a real doctor, but I use my title on stage. It's a stage name, drbrianking.com. I don't use it off stage, because off stage, I'm kind of informal. And I've never really been comfortable with people calling me Dr. King. That's a name that's been taken. I don't mind. The guy who got there first was a great guy. But I like my own holiday. So anyways, folks, I've been Dr. Brian King. Thank you very much.